5 common mistakes as a JAMB student you must avoid in the exam or if you really want to score very high and maximize the time you have. Just and now, I know that you have been preparing for this last minute. I know that you have been preparing for over a month now. You have been reading all your textbook. You have done everything possible. Just and now, but this 5 common mistake we are potential mistakes every student do that harm them. So the reason why I'm exposing to you is that so that all the effort you have put in will not turn to dust. Now, one thing is to prepare for the examination. The other thing is to do the right thing and avoid silly mistake in the exam or just so these are 5 common mistakes you must avoid, and I'm not only going to tell you the 5 common mistakes, I'm still going to teach you how to fix them. Just so you want to stick to the end of this video here so that you don't miss out anything. Let's get into it. The first common mistake you must avoid, like you must avoid very well, is allowing fear, anxiety, and exam pressure to overwhelm you. Just and this is one of the issue to many students. Now that exam date, the day of the exam, most students will be overwhelmed with the pressure, the anxiety of the exam. Look at something here. It is normal to feel exam pressure. It is normal to feel fear. It is normal. Just but allowing it to overwhelm you will harm you in the exam hall. As a matter of fact, if you sense fear, if you sense that you are shivering inside the exam hall, you are failed already. Just so you must try as much as possible to eliminate fear and anxiety from your mind. You must accept it like, okay, this is the exam. I'm afraid. Yes. Just now, like just flashing it out. It is normal. You just said this is normal, right? You tell yourself that I have studied for a very long time and this is the exam, and nothing will stop you for your success. Just so be aware of this exam fear and anxiety so that it will not overwhelm you. Just one thing is to be aware of the stuff. The other is to what make it not to overwhelm you. Just so as you're going to the exam dates, like the day of the exam, just calm yourself down. Tell yourself that this is the time. This is the time for me to prove all what I've been reading. Just exam fear is normal. Just one of the way to confront your fear, your anxiety, is to accept it. Just say it's normal. It is normal. And if you're a student, you don't feel exam fear or pressure or anxiety in the exam day, then you are not serious. Mean that you are not really serious at all. Even the most brilliant students have exam fear and what exam fear and pressure. Just but how you handle it matters a lot to go a long way to affect what you do. Because if you allow exam fear to overwhelm you here, one, most of the things you have read, you will not remember. Number two, what will happen here is that you can actually calm yourself down to solve problem. Just and it make you want to rush and make silly mistake. At times you see the right option, you not be able to pick the right option. Just so you have to calm yourself down. Don't allow exam pressure, fear, anxiety to overwhelm you. Just that what the first mistake you must avoid. Second common mistake you must avoid by all costs is rushing to start your exam. Guy, nobody is hurrying you. You are not in competition with anybody. Do you understand? Now, when you get into the exam hall, you need to calm yourself down, sit down, don't log in first. Just accept the session log in. Just sit down, calm yourself down. Yeah? Take a deep breath. Now, most times when you get to the exam hall, you feel that exam fear and the exam pressure you carry from outside inside. Just they will screen you and do everything you enter inside, right? When you get to the exam, when you sit down with your laptop, right? Sit down, calm, breathe in, take a deep breath. This is called breathing method or breathing exercise. Breathing exercise helps to overcome stress and anxiety and help you to calm your nerve down. Now, once your mind is calm, you need to tell yourself some things here. You need to tell yourself, this is the time for me to show how good I am. All the months and weeks of reading, practicing, this is the time for me to show how good I am. Now, see it as a fun. Just don't see it as if something won't happen. See it as a fun. Smile. See that this is the time for me to show how good I am. Just that is what second mistake you must avoid. Rushing to start. Rush to start the exam. Calm yourself down. Say positive words to yourself. Breathe well, before you start the exam. Just this is very what important. The third common mistake you must avoid as a student, like avoid this third one, is very important. Rushing to start solving question, or picking one subject and start reading and start solving. Look at something here. When you log into the system or into your computer here, now before you start solving, before you pick anything to solve here, therefore scan through all the subjects. Now look at something here. Your brain we what help you to prepare your mind what's to come. Do you understand? Now this will take 1 to 2 minutes or 3 minutes here, right? Use 1 to 2 minutes here, scan through all the subjects and all the questions. Log into English, scan through. I didn't say answer the scan through all the questions. Okay, page 1, page 2, just go to the question, page 3, page 4, right? Go to what chemistry, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. Go into physics, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, till you finish it. Do you understand? Now look at something here. When you are solving any question, your subconscious mind is helping you to tackle any other question. Do you understand? Most people don't understand the power of their subconscious mind. You have two minds. You have what we call conscious mind and you have what we call subconscious mind. Most times, when you start solving question here, you are using your conscious mind to solve that question here. But subconsciously, your mind is processing those questions you have reviewed. Do you understand? It's going to be, I don't know how it happened, but it's just like a magic. Just so that is why it's advisable, use 1 to 2 minutes before you start, scan through all the what question, and you're going to see the massive success you're going to get. The fourth common mistake you must avoid as a student in the exam or is not starting from your best subjects. Now look at something here. The large majority of students, when they log into the system, now instead of them to start from the best subject, like the best subject, right? Now they're going to start from the difficult subjects, and most times they will say that let me just start for difficult subjects so that later I can go and solve my best subject. Do you understand? And this is a big mistake. Every subject have their own score, right? And you want to put yourself in an advantage. You want to put yourself in a point that the subjects you know very well, you have answered it very well, and you can score very high. Remember, they add every single thing here, right? And every subject is what is 30 minutes, right? Now each subject is 30 minutes, right? Pick from your best subject, right? When you pick from your best subject, there are so many advantages of you starting from your best subject instead of your other subject. If you pick up from your other subject, one, it's going to demotivate you. Two, you think that these are difficult, the rest exam look like. Just and there's a way it will orient your mind and your mind. Just start from your most difficult subjects. You end up wasting much time there, right? But you start from your best subject. Guess what happened here? Because it's your best subject, you can steal some time to answer difficult ones. Just if, for example, biology is your best subject, now you can use, because it's your best subject, you know it very well. Now instead of using that 30 minutes to answer biology, you use probably 20 minutes or less than 20 minutes to answer it. So you still have enough time to carry to those other subjects you don't know. Do you understand? That is why it's very good you start from your best subject. Don't start from your most difficult one. Start from your best subjects, and you're going to be of great help to you. And another thing, you're going to build your confidence, and you're going to give you momentum. You understand? You're going to redirect your mind that okay, this exam is really simple, and this is how it look like. Just it have a way to restructure your mind and to reorient your mind, and you set you in advantage position instead of start from your most difficult ones. Hope you understand. So far, if this video is helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you have not done that. Now, when I check the analysis here, they say that over 60 to 70% of people watch my content are not subscribers. So please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel so that whenever I upload this kind of video again, it will be used to you. And take a minute and share this video if this video is what is helpful. Share it with other persons so that they too can learn from this video. Do you understand? Let's move to the next one. The fifth mistake you must avoid as a student. The fifth mistake you must avoid as a student is starting with calculation. Do you understand? So when you have picked your best subject, right? Now, probably your best subject is is chemistry, and you pick chemistry. Now, one of the worst mistakes you can ever do is starting with calculation. Now, there's no rule in exam that you must answer question 1 first, question 2 first, question 3 first. There's no rule in exam that says that you must answer it according to to the question. Just now that is why when you pick your subject here, now scan through the whole question. Just so when you pick your best subject, whether your best subject is what English, right, or any other one here. So first of all, use 1 minute to scan through the question. As I scan through the question, page 1, read each of the words of the question. Okay, question 1, read it. Question 2, read it, right? Anyone you know that is very easy for you to answer, just answer it at. Just no matter how complex the question look like here, there are some questions that are very easy. Now, once you read them, you can easily solve it in less than 20 seconds. Just so what you want to do here is that go through the word question, right? Be reading the question. Question 1, read it. Question 2, read it. Question 3. Now, anyone you know that is going to give you a tough time, you know it, but you're going to give you little time, like 1 minute to 2 minutes to solve. Ignore it first. Just you know question that you know that is going to give you a little time to solve and get the answer, right? Ignore those questions first. Now, once you have scanned through the whole question and you have selected the ones that are very easy, you do that one here. Then the next one to do here is to go into the ones that you know very well, but you have to take a little time, right? So you pick that time and solve it. Now, if you are solving any question and you know that is giving you time to solve, ignore it straight. Just go to the next one. Any question you know that you are solving, you are not getting the answer, don't try to resolve it again. There's a student, they say that, oh, I know this thing. I've heard this thing, I've solved this kind of thing before. And they end up, when they saw the first time, they don't get the answer. So the second time, they don't get the answer. They want to really try to prove that they know it. You don't do that nonsense in the exam. You are not there to show how good you are in solving. You are there to pick to get your maximum mark. Just so anything you know that is going to give you tough time in calculation, ignore it. Just move to the next one. So, but after you have done everything, you know that you have done the easiest one, you have done the calculation one, you have done everything. Then you cannot pick any other one. Just this is going to be of great help to you. We have come to the end of this video. I believe you have taken note of this 5 common mistakes and you're going to apply them into your exam, right? As you go into the exam, I trust you. Just put all this into practice and you are going to see massive success. And you're going to get up to like 300 and above. Just if this video is helpful, please leave a comment section that this video is helpful. More of this kind of video is coming your way, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out any other video coming your way. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.